It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the women's division for years to come. I've seen her potential for greatness already as one of the top superstars on Raw. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
Sounds like the CCO thinks one of Raw's top names might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
Oh, look, it's the #1 draft pick.
Well, not yet, at least.
I don't deal in rumor and innuendo. I deal in facts. And the fact is, no matter who goes #1...
Oh, is it Tiffy time? Or I just copy Charlotte Flair o'clock?
Good one. You wish you had what I have.
You sure think highly of yourself.
Hey, glad we could catch up. We should talk about what Triple H said.
What do you mean?
He basically anointed you the first overall pick in the draft. And it's all over social media, too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 to SmackDown.
Well, it's not a guarantee.
True. Nick Aldis could do something stupid and select someone else. But if tonight is your last night on Raw, I just want to wish you good.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, and speaking of the draft, just a friendly piece of advice.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had... But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
No problem. And hey, if you did lose tonight, maybe that would cause you to slip to me at number 2 in the draft. Just saying.
With the draft days away, there's a lot on the line here, and when you're the name on everyone's lips, it also puts a target on your back.
And Liv Morgan is likely aiming right at it. This is her first match back after her long-awaited appearance on that streaming cheese-smelling show, and I'm sure she's looking to prove she's no Lineburger.
I think you meant Limburger, but did you just say a cheese-smelling show?
It's a lot more than just smelling cheeses. If you're a fan of the fromage and/or its aroma, it really is worth a sample.
And she has an answer for Liv.
Looks like we're about to see it. Argentine backbreaker. Oh, yeah, she's saying, I still have plenty left in the tank.
And now Liv is under immense pressure.
Yeah, Liv's defensive instincts need to kick in. X-Factor.
She's now looking a bit worse for wear.
The time is on her side. This match ain't even close to over. Whoa, just floating through the air.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Uh-oh, getting ready to drop that bird. Follows up, shoulders down. 2. No, 2 count.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Hammerlock now.
Morgan is completely out of it.
Covers. There's 2. Wow, just barely making it out.
Liv Morgan showed what she's made of there with a really impressive kick out.
The heaviest artillery has been used, but it's not enough for the 3. What a counter.
Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T.
Liv gets her back. Elbows to the face will create separation. Caught the leg.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch. Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days. Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. For the win.
2. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Janet Casey.
That was an impressive win, and you've got to believe the rumors are only going to get louder after what we just saw.
Do we even need to wait until next week for the draft? You'd be a fool not to take her number 1. what a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
That's right, Byron, and all the rumors are saying this Raw superstar might be changing brands as the top pick.
It's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by General Manager Nick Aldis.
I know there's a lot going on tonight.
No problem, Kathy. Always.
For anyone who hasn't been...
Everything I do has a purpose.
Speaking of...
I'd say it's something I can use.
Well, I know you're busy.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, SmackDown is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Nick Aldis got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this, Raw.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with authorities to get to the bottom of it.
Is this how you treat your top talent on SmackDown? Maybe I would have been better off staying on Raw.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have just been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
I'll set up a match for you next week on SmackDown, and I'll make sure it's against a local competitor that you'll be sure to dominate. After that.
Hey, you alright?
Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I appreciate your advice, but I don't think it is. Like I said, on to the next thing.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got...
Can't...
After the unfortunate events of the draft last week, you'd think our top pick is hoping for a night that's a lot less memorable.
She doesn't really have that luxury, though. She's not just another superstar on the roster. She's had some high expectations placed on her, and her job is to deliver.
Well, I'm hoping she gets the moment she deserves after what happened last week. The draft should have been a dream come true, but one lunatic in a mask turned it into a nightmare.
Manages to land a big headbutt. Elbow drop right on point.
Look at this. Robbing their opponent by the skull and slamming him down.
Their opponent is down. And I think we know what's about to happen. The cervical clutch is cinched in. What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess she's taking matters into her own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Roxanne Perez from NXT?
Why was she doing this?
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with her?
We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna get them right now.
You have no idea.
Oh, I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
I know you like attention, but why did you target me?
It's not always about you.
Who is them? Did you convince some desperate lackey to be your sidekick?
Lardon.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking nobody out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is...
I think so too.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top drop kick to make sure that point hits home in the ring. Elbow drop right on point.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys.
That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up.
And she's beginning to look a little weary.
Yeah, but she still has a lot left in the tank.
Roxanne is being overwhelmed.
And Perez is seeking salvation.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. Look at this.
She gets around the attack. What a headbutt.
Vicious. She countered that into her own offense. Perez caught by surprise. Nothing better than the sky high. A hammerlock now.
Roxanne's got to dig deep now.
Wasting no time. Into the cover. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Roxanne Perez and whatever this was all about. Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Nikita Lyons from behind. What is happening?
And now Roxanne Perez has recovered and is joining NXT's Nikita Lyons. Clearly Perez wasn't acting alone in all this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Nick Aldis is trying to intervene.
Trick Williams with a chair.
And Aldis goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO doing this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Adam Pearce, and we're going to work together. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said. About Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who can step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from They're from the Indies.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date. So yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow. You came all the way here to an indie show to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Ah, my ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that. But I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
I'm sick of getting stiffed by some of these indie promoters. So as long as I get paid, I'm in.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit. So this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need the space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy. But for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this on the Indies, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... scheming and calculated.
Well,
NXT is going to be ready for you to strike back, but they don't know I'm on board yet. We could use that as a tactical advantage.
How so?
We're going to hustle them, embarrass them, and when it's all over, walk out with their precious intergender NXT Unity tag titles.
Solid plan. It's exactly what I would have done. But how are we going to pull this off?
I know a guy who can get me into the Performance Center.
First things first, you're going to explain just how the hell you got in here. The Performance Center is official NXT Mutiny territory now.
Chase got us in, right?
That's right. I'm Chase. Used to train here a few years back. Still think I got a raw deal. Before that, I was a popular minor league mascot named Ribby. Ring a bell?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So you just walked right in? I don't get it.
Well, I still had my old badge. Plus, it helped that I kept in touch with Todd, the security guard. Good guy.
Freaking Todd! This really is his last strike. Anyway, I'll deal with him later. Why exactly are you here?
We're here to show Mutiny just how great me and Chase are. If you want to take down Raw and SmackDown, you need to sign us.
Is Shawn Michaels still here? What about Corey Klein? I'd like to give them a piece of my mind. They really missed the boat on old Chase.
None of them are here. You're dealing with me, okay? NXT Mutiny signed me to be their top producer, and I can't have outsiders showing up unannounced on my watch. My bosses would not approve.
I told you this was a bad idea, Chase. Let's just go to SmackDown or Raw, where they recognize real talent. Their GMs have been blowing up my phone non-stop.
Wait, they have? You know, it just so happens that the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions are training here today and need some opponents. So if you two think you're Mutiny material, go prove it.
You won't regret this.
Just remember, if this works out, who gave you the big break. Now excuse me. I need to go fire Todd. I'm happy you two came in today. Lexus and JC were just telling me they wanted some real competition. But I guess you'll have to do. Kidding! Let's see what those Raw and SmackDown GMs were so interested in. Hey, Lexus and JC! Do you know if Mutiny offers a 401k? I forgot to ask in my interview. JC, I'm sorry. They said they were good.
One, two, tag.
Wait, you guys did say you were wrestlers, right? Moves in a slow motion replay. Did you notice my new black suit I got? Just trying to fit that whole rebel mutiny vibe. Is it working?
There's the tag.
I have a whole bunch of ideas for how we can freshen up NXT. Bringing back the shaky cam every time someone gets hit. 3 cuts per second. Bailey and KO are gonna love it.
1, 2. That's 3. Bring it.
We weren't ready for that match, Troy. But I promised the outcome would be different with more time to prepare.
Speak for yourself. I was fully prepared.
I'll handle this, Chase. So, what do you think about a rematch, Troy?
I think it's cute you think another match would turn out any differently. But you've given me a great idea. If you want a rematch so bad, why not do it on NXT? So the entire world can see your big debut and how talented you are. Typically, Unity title matches are intergender, but we're progressive here at NXT, so I'll allow it.
Thank you. I accept your offer of a rematch on NXT.
Perfect. The Unity champions are gonna look great, and Bailey, KO, and all my new bosses here at Mutiny are gonna love it. Thanks for doing me this huge favor.
Anytime.
How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champ's game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena expected an indie wrestler named Chase. And instead, we have the WWE debut of a formidable partner for the #1 draft pick.
Not to mention, it was a very sneaky and shrewd strategy to pull this switch on Mutiny. King and Jane have got to adjust on the fly while already in the thick of things.
What a counter by Lexus.
Locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidating.
Oh, and he stops that offense.
Both wrists captured.
Man, knee strike. Counter. Saw it coming. Up and down. What a slam. Ah, striking with a knee. To the arm. Ooh, bullseye. The champion looking slightly rocked now. Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexus isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
Ooh, thunderous headbutt.
Piercing elbow drop. Bang. Oh, what a leaping stomp. Oh, knee right to the face. And there's the tag. It's about time. Ooh, he fends that off.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the wrestler Chase who is supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
I saw what you did by pulling a fast one on NXT and winning their Unity Championships. Clever.
I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
Is it, though? Like you said, you're too close to this. It might be clouding your judgment.
I know you're new here, so I'll let that slide.
Bottom line, we're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you tricked them into defending their Unity titles. And then walked away with them, too. Well done.
Thanks. I guess that producer Troy was fired by Mutiny for his screw-up and is now groveling to get his job back with us. Good luck with that.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
The WWE Universe has been waiting for this match.
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's Mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
Why do you think I'm here? Word on the street is Raw and SmackDown need all the help they can get.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
Thanks. It might have been a small victory, but every little bit helps. If we can keep chipping away, eventually they'll topple.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge. And nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it. Felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's impressive the way Mutiny's able to manipulate people. They've got a knack for pulling strings and making the bad guy look cool. But that's something we could work with. Use their own game to play them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
Can't wait, Oos.
I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hand. Cravat cinched in.
Cravat sleeper.
He's
there it is, tapping out.
Here is your winner, Tyler.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bailey and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That's a powerful call to arms, but is it appropriate for a relative newcomer to already be asking for a major shift? Doesn't this put you at odds with the very organization that just brought you in?
Kathy, because I have fresh eyes, I could see what's broken around here. Yes, I'm challenging the norms, but that's because I believe in the potential of this organization to evolve. So stand with me and take the third path. Not mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better. I know you haven't been here that long, but in general...
It's not another...
That...
I always...
This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Cole.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
Cinching up their opponent into the ropes, coming to the rescue here.
Snapmare. Oh, what a kick. Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied. Byron, it looks to me like Braun Breaker's in trouble. Will he tap?
Taps out from the excruciating pain.
Here is your winner, Tyler
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and the rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right. Look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it extra well done. Even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack! That felt amazing. Now everyone knows the NWO is back.
I thought you said you had this under control.
I do. This
How about fine?
It'll be a night to remember.
Just me.
Each of these four has something to prove at tonight's special sold-out event after NWO's gold return set this whole powder keg off.
But the ripples from that strike have put everyone on edge. Now it's about who can assert their dominance in this chaos on NWO's temporary home turf.
And with tensions this high, each superstar in the ring is not only fighting for victory, but also fighting to redefine the future of WWE.
European uppercut. Just punishing their opponent.
Oh, right into a counter. Got them off their feet here. Possibly being reminded that it will take a lot more to dismantle his opponent.
Yeah, but I think he's got a lot left in the tank, Cole, which he's going to need to maintain if he wants to come out on top against these three other men.
Cinched in. Will Pavard sleeper hold?
We have a tap out.
Here is your winner, Tyler.
And there it is. The NWO proves once again why they're back and more formidable than ever, clinching a critical victory tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. This victory isn't just significant. It's too sweet.
Tonight was a revelation. But let me be clear, it was not a revolution. The so-called NWO revival? Well, the truth is that it was nothing more than a hoax. I stand with Team Raw and SmackDown. Always have, always will. I apologize for the confusion. It was never my intention to let Raw and SmackDown superstars get caught up in this. I hope that you all can someday understand that I was fighting a much greater enemy. To everyone who thought they were part of something new, understand this. It was all a strategic ploy. The point? To reveal the weak spots in Mutiny's armor, to sort out the tough from the talkers. And guess what? It worked. They broke ranks as soon as they saw a shiny new toy. But now, my WWE friends, it's time to band together. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever's left of it. We all stand against Mutiny. We're not just prepared, we are united, and together we're unstoppable. Mutiny! You're in our sights, and we're coming for you. And our truth, my loyal soldier, listen up. The NWO adventure, it was a blast, but that chapter's over. We need to lace up for the real fight, the one right ahead of us.
I have to hand it to you. Reviving the NWO to draw out the weak links from Mutiny was genius. You really turned the tables on them.
And maybe found myself a disciple in R-Truth.
He was a wild card, but he helped make it believable. I don't think he would have managed to pry so many members of Mutiny loose otherwise. Their ranks are pretty solid.
Not as solid as they thought. We exposed some serious cracks.
That's true. And I gotta say, the way you played both sides was impressive. Could be a trick we keep up our sleeves.
Absolutely. With the chaos we've created, they won't know who to trust.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Amidst all this NXT mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye. Piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But two of our teammates have something we want.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? Now that's real Unity.
And they weren't meant for those titles.
We are.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of...
One last thing. CM.
But don't...
Keep those belts nice and warm.
This Unity title match is the reason the championships were created. For the best in WWE competing in the same ring.
The key phrase there is best in WWE, Cole. Whoever wins this match, the Unity championships are out of Mutiny's hands.
You got that right, Corey. This is an all-WWE title match, and I am here for it. Ooh! Famous, sir!
Off the rope.
Uh-oh! Had the foresight to get out of that one. Boom! Punch! Oh my gosh! Terminating knee smash.
One step ahead.
Finds the roll-up.
Surprisingly quick kick out.
Just using the adrenaline to...
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
Nice escape. Oh, what a leaping stomp.
Rollins' master plan got stopped in its tracks by that attack. Seth losing any command of this match.
Yeah, Rollins has hit a roadblock here.
Catches the kick. Boom, right to the body. Vicious headbutt. Placed him in the corner here.
That's attack.
Oh, my gosh.
And right into the cover.
Might end this.
What a shot.
Mat slam with some attitude.
And now she's being overwhelmed by this attack.
And she wasn't expecting things to take this turn.
As their opponent hooked, manhandle slam.
The challenger is getting torn into.
This has been an arduous tag match, but you...
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
Strong kick out from the resilient champion.
Where in the world does one find such strength at this stage to kick out that early in the count?
Oh, strong impact.
DDT.
Landed. And the tag's made. She fights back with the counter.
This is just establishing dominance, establishing control. Face first.
Elbow drop. Constant pressure being kept on Becky.
Becky's gonna have to endure this punishment.
Earth-shaking power slam.
Hammerlock now.
Perfect execution by the champion.
There it is. Reversal.
And Seth is finally able to...
Watch out. The dive. A roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
Ascending to the top rope.
Launching.
She gets no reward on that one.
The kick to the midsection prevents the attack.
Boom.
And now she's making it to the top rope here. Oh!
Reverses the move into a DDT. And Becky anticipated that. Big time Beck's looking for a big time reaction from the WWE Universe.
Saw it coming and burst into the arm drag.
Wow, float over.
Into the leg.
That's a surprising move from her here.
Check this out, guys. Double underhook coming. Iron's gonna love this. Doombuster.
That's it. The title's going nowhere.
That's how much winning this title means. To give everything you've got. I don't know how much you can have left after that, but you've got to be impressed.
There's got to be some sense of desperation right now. She's used her best weapon, but the match still continues.
Perfect execution from the champ. There it is.
Locked in the accolade.
And the champs stay the champs. What a title defense.
That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, Punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah, this reminds me of our first date. We texted a bunch and it was going well. But when we actually met up, it was awkward. The restaurant lost our reservation. Then we ended up eating at a taco truck and got stuck in the pouring rain. And then when I came back from getting more napkins, you were gone.
Where are you going with this?
My point is, we didn't give up when we had our first setback. You gave us another chance and we had a lot more dates that went a whole lot better. It's the reason I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take down Mutiny.
Huh. I had forgotten most of that. You're right. We can't let this stop our momentum.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to Raw, I only have live event matches lined up.
I have to say, it's nice to have someone else around here who's still taking the threat of mutiny seriously.
Yeah, do people think just because we took on Seth and Becky that the issue with Mutiny is over?
I think they're too afraid to admit they're staring into a brewing storm. But that's where things stand. Nothing I can do.
So we wait while NXT plans? Come on, Aldis. I thought you were the GM.
I am, but my options are limited on what I can actually do. The board is sitting on their hands, which means they're sitting on mine too.
People learned nothing from what happened after the draft. We need to be proactive. Is everybody just waiting around to get attacked?
And hoping it won't happen to them. It's been a while since the initial invasion. People are starting to get complacent, I guess.
Where's a mutiny invasion when you need one? Those initial massed attacks really lit a fire under the roster.
Exactly.
Do you know what happened to that mask Mutiny used?
It's sitting in my...
No reason. Listen, I've got...
Sounds good.
Oh, I will.
Zoe Stark looks to make a statement here on SmackDown tonight.
From behind.
Looks like Mutiny's making a statement of their own.
Once again, Mutiny's surprise attacks are back, and tonight at SmackDown, Zoe Stark, who's caught in the crossfire.
This is really upsetting, guys. Every time we think the dust is settled, Mutiny strikes again.
Mutiny thrives on this kind of disruption. It's their way of keeping everyone off balance. The question is, who's going to step up and stop them? Oh, what a clothesline.
And she saw that coming from Zoe. Dropped with a discus clothesline.
Look at this.
Ooh, sharp kick. Oh!
She counters it.
With that shovel. Absolutely savage. This doesn't look stable enough to be fighting on.
Thanks for coming. That was brutal, but it looks like this brawl's over now.
Did you see what happened earlier tonight? These random masked...
I did see
what?
that.
Nothing.
We don't have to
just make...
I planned.
Liv Morgan looks ready for action.
Look out!
It's that Mutiny masked attacker.
Into the steel steps.
I can't believe Mutiny's struck again.
This is becoming a terrifying trend. He isn't just making statements, they're declaring war on everyone.
Terrifying is right. If they're bold enough to attack Liv Morgan like this, who's to say any of us are safe?
Well, no one's worried about you getting taken out, Saxton, but you're right about one thing. These Mutiny attacks will keep coming unless someone courageously steps up to stop them.
Fends it off. Good counter. She's looking to go top rope here. Absolutely. Lift off.
Sailing on the kendo stick. No good can come from this.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in.
Oh, my God. What a slam. Liv Morgan needs to figure this out.
This is where Morgan will be tested. Big-time clothesline.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Throws her back in from ringside.
Poorly timed offense there. Got the leg and
Elbow drop with authority. Pain must be shooting through that leg now.
Just tossed. She get airline miles for that.
Things have gotten worse for Liv Morgan. She could be out of this match.
I have no idea how she's still standing.
That was a power bomb with one message in mind. Absolute destruction.
Reversal from Morgan.
Slips away just in time.
Oh, this, what a headbutt. What's she looking for under the ring?
She knows what an important equalizer the kendo stick can be.
Punch straight to the face, stays off the attack. Big skyhawk. All the momentum's against Morgan now.
Yeah, Morgan has to devise a new plan here.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Come on, this has gotten way too far. Just stop this already. Hammerlock now.
And the official calls it. Clearly, they cannot fight any longer.
Where'd you come from?
I've been standing.
Sorry.
At least the roster has come together, right? Wasn't that what we were hoping for?
Yes, you're going to...
Worry less, Aldous.
All the same.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Maybe they- Let me
I
know.
will.
One thing is very clear as this match gets underway, the SmackDown roster is coming together in a show of solidarity against Mutiny's mass attacks.
Exactly, Michael. Every underhanded move by strengthening the resolve of these superstars. They're more united than ever.
There might only be one competitor in the ring, but it's kind of like all of SmackDown is throwing the punches. This alliance might finally give Mutiny a run for their money. Headlock applied, toss their opponent.
That is the kind of move that leaves our jaws on the floor. Unbelievable.
Nothing like the old gallows pole. She's really starting to feel the effects of this match.
You can't begin to counter out yet, though.
Yeah, still plenty of match left.
Now Dolan can't stop this momentum.
GG is running into a roadblock.
And just got caught with that DDT.
Dolan a step ahead there. Shoulder tackle.
Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Dropping the ball.
Uh-oh, get ready to elbow drop. And quickly now, shoulders down for the win. And victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, Janet Casey.
We might be at NXT, but everything's coming up SmackDown. Huge win as these superstars stood up to...
Over the past few weeks, we've witnessed a series of unsettling attacks, but...
I can. That's right.
Are you able...
Yes.
You're saying...
Sadly.
Stunning...
That was an unexpected.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, here's the thing. When I heard Aldous was on a locker hunt,
Well, better her than me.
Sure, but I have a feeling Naomi's...
Well, sucks to be her.
Bold move. Let's see.
Naomi's actions have caused some deep divisions on the SmackDown roster, but there's nothing like a common adversary to bring people together. It might not be pretty, but it's effective.
I don't know. A lot of vigilante justice to rebuild unity? Is that really who we are?
Naomi's opponent hopes so as she tries to be judge, jury, and Naomi's executioner in this one.
Oh, great act. It looks like Liv Morgan isn't willing to sit this one out.
She's going to show Naomi how it feels to get attacked from behind.
vicious. There's no low she won't sink to. Good decision by the ref. Clearing the ring like that.
Blast off. Lands the splash. Oh, ouch. Big kick. And she's returning fire.
Both superstars countering one move after another. Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Driving face first.
This could do it.
She gets a quick kick out there.
Not a very effective pin attempt.
What a hurricane. Some might call that showing off, but what a display. What a way to flaunt your abilities. What a headbutt.
Vicious. Back into the ring she goes.
Oof. Chop block.
Brilliant.
Right to the back of the knee.
You have to admit, that was a smart bit of offense, cutting their opponent down to size like that.
Mat slam with some attitude.
Naomi put a stop to that.
Boom. Kick connects.
These attacks taking their toll on her a little.
She has her lined up. This might be the end here.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena.
Oh, what a quick answer.
Ooh. Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
And now heading back inside the ring.
Now watch this. Northern Lights suplex. Ooh. She knew how to evade that.
Oh, what a clothesline. Elbow drop right on point.
Lands an elbow.
Targeting the stomach to reverse that maneuver.
These two showing how well they know each other. Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense. That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
She just dug down deep there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again.
Lands a timely reversal.
Oh, missed connection.
Fends off the attack with an elbow. Quick thinking from Naomi.
She's struggling and looking like an easy target. Good defense there. Getting set up in the corner now.
Trapped in the corner.
Just a continuous rush being faced by Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi needs to reassess her strategy.
What a form. Nothing more Naomi can do.
Naomi felt that one big time. Shoulders down. Kick out. I don't believe it.
Unbelievable resilience. Naomi staying alive here tonight.
Can't put this one away even after that big maneuver.
Their opponent is down. And I think we know what's about to happen. The cervical clutch is tap out. Tap out.
Here is your winner, Janet
Remind me to never get on your bad side around Halloween.
Yeah. You had both sides fooled with that mask. Reviving the concern about mutiny just when everyone was getting complacent? You shook things up.
Actions speak louder than words, especially from a masked attacker. And we needed to bring people around to our side.
And you did. Well, except for Naomi. She officially joined Mutiny.
I guess she figured they were the only ones who didn't believe she did something wrong.
Losing Naomi stings, but we've got most of the roster back on high alert against mutiny. That's a win in my book.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, JC Jane and Alexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be JC Jane competing in the Unity title match, because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites. Hell, he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
You sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Lexis King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head toward Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose.
You ready for this, punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bayley. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right. Let's go put some idiots in their places.
Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bailey onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bailey and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Hold on. Things turn around quickly.
Just muscling up their opponent. Way up and down hard. A powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done.
Yeah, pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those.
Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lex is unable to use his wide arsenal here.
Bang! He finds a counter.
And that could be the first step towards Lexus gaining control.
Time now for Lexus to get his energy up and claw back into the fight. Oh, don't bother counting. She's got a whole other beatdown to hand out.
Effective dodge there. Cutting off the offense with a nasty chop block. Made it for the tag.
Saw what was coming and turned it into a backbreaker of their own.
Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with a knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag. We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
2, 3. It's over. We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens on the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. Who do you think put the mutiny mask in Naomi's locker, huh? You thought it just magically transported its way from the trash can? It was me, you simpletons. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time. But eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. But there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
Man, I am so ready to troll CM Punk. I just wish I could see the look on his face when you rake him over the coals.
Great! Then grab yourself some popcorn.
Drew McIntyre is taking a shot across CM Punk's bow with his MMA-style match attire and all.
And you have to think it's going to send Punk's blood pressure through the roof.
Ooh, brutal forearm.
Man. Oh, man! What a nasty STO.
Tossing their opponent.
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Oh, my goodness. From the top. You gotta be kidding me. Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
Glasgow kiss from the Scottish Warrior.
Crucial turnaround there because he was falling behind.
Buck tipping the scales a bit here.
Oh, counters right into the breadbasket. Just a ferocious assault from McIntyre.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Targeting the arm now.
Oh, man, that was nasty.
They weren't that good looking anyway. Getting back to his feet, but might want to reconsider.
That's it. Calling it by knockout.
Here is your winner, the Scottish.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take out Mutiny. We've all seen how you want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy...
Do you see Punk's rant?
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when
That's the safest bet you're ever going to
Punk may be made out of fine china, but...
Good man. You watch from you.
Typical CM Punk, sending one of his lieutenants in to fight for him.
Punk promised that Drew would see him in the ring this week, not KO, a.k.a. knock off Owens.
The last thing I want to do is give CM Punk any credit, but it was Drew who started the trolling last week. What we're watching right now is the receipt. Knees meet face. Debilitating attack on the leg. An effective attack to the leg can hurt everything from balance to mobility. It can drastically limit you inside the ring.
The proverbial mud hole has been stomped, and now it's time to walk it dry.
Hooked up. Great power. Inverted suplex. And did
you hear the impact of that?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, headbutt. Taking aim on the arm.
And that typical disregard of Owens given right back to him.
Yeah, as McIntyre was putting that warrior spirit into effect with that.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
And McIntyre is absolutely at the top of his game in moments like these.
Safe to say the domination of the Highlander is upon us. Offense like that is why Drew McIntyre is a game changer. Drew is looking thrilled with the beating he's putting on. And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Owens absolutely not.
Oh, and that's what you get for disrespecting your opponent. Incoming. He wants this fight on the outside.
From him.
Drew is setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head.
What the hell? That's Lexus King.
Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi going out of nowhere with a high knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this.
Gonna stop.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against mutiny.
And Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk and Mutiny.
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad or turn our ammunition on Mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up, and they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for them.
Drew McIntyre is in a familiar position here.
I have a feeling Drew is about to drop a pipe bomb of his own.
You know, they say time is a flat circle. And that sure is the case with Can't Mend Punk. Here's how it always goes. Punk shows up to great fanfare. He gathers an entourage of weak, sad, desperate people who buy enough of his knockoff cult leader garbage to follow him off a cliff. Then he has a tantrum and he goes home, leaving everyone who trusted him broken in a ravine at the bottom of that cliff. Just look at the splintered locker rooms this vile cancer leaves in his wake, and you'll see.
Here we go. If it's the real Punk this time.
It's him. CM Punk is here.
This is what Drew wanted.
I want to talk right down to earth in a language that even Drew McIntyre can easily understand. Here it is, Drew. You need some new material. You've been the same whining crybaby since the Machine anointed you the Chosen One, and everybody laughed you out of the territory. I don't blame you if you don't remember that, but look it up. There's plenty of video online.
Hey, we're done talking. Now why don't you bring your brittle bones down here and we'll settle this the old-fashioned way.
Nah, not tonight. See, that's your problem. You're old-fashioned. And this is a whole new world. This will get settled, but not by me. Come on out, boys.
Yeah, about your mates. They've been delayed.
Is that Drew's sword? It looks like it's trapped whoever Punk brought here from Mutiny. And not as confident now, are you, Punk?
He's getting the hell out of here.
No, he isn't. And they've got Punk cornered. Wait, there's KO.
McIntyre just leveled Kevin Owens.
Owens' distraction worked.
For Punk, maybe.
Kevin Owens is alone with two of the most dangerous men in WWE.
I'm not sure KO thought he was going to be the sacrifice for his fearless leader tonight.
Lay down with dogs, you get fleas, Saxton. Happens every time.
It's the air-raid crash neckbreaker.
We knew the ring couldn't contain them, but taking this fight to the ring entrance proves their true disdain.
Escape that in a hurry.
Kevin Owens clearly not afraid of a little fight. And Owens finding himself once again on the wrong side of an offensive exchange.
I wouldn't worry too much about it, though, at this point in a handicap match. Ledges, hard surfaces, pyrotechnics, that stage area can be very unforgiving.
Yeah, these superstars are out of their minds. Elbow drop, big time.
Really just laying it in.
Oh, kick, wow. Oh. KO avoids the attack.
Snapmare driver.
Fighting up on the stage, this could be really dangerous. Ouch.
Strike.
He's getting pumped up. He's really in this now.
Snapmare could set something else up.
There are so many ways this thing can go bad, guys. That stage is not made for fighting.
Impressive counter by KO.
Thank you, sir. Oof, duking it out on the stage. This is wild.
This is dangerous. There is so much potential for this to go wrong.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, devastating boot. Oh, ouch. I like this, guys. Fighting on the stage could do some serious long-term damage.
And we just saw some serious offense.
Oof.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission. Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring. And now he's going to the top rope. Has to find a way out of this.
Seeing them fighting on the stage like this is not going to end well. A back in the ring, feel the sting of the kendo stick, and I do not care for it. His adrenaline. Oh, look at the start of this. He could be going into the playbook for submission.
Taking this match to the outside. He's headed out to the ringside area. Oh, did you hear that thud? He's looking for an implement of destruction.
And that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
Kevin Owens was just made a sacrifice to CM Punk's ego with Punk's own...
This close. We were this close to taking Punk off the board.
He might have slipped away, but we did take out KO at least.
And I bet he has some serious questions about Punk's leadership right now. Your plan worked, Drew. Just not exactly the way you intended.
Not a total loss, then.
It's a win. Every bit of dissension inside Mutiny can help us win at Survivor Series.
Seriously. We couldn't have picked a better man to join our team.
Shall we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, then? Or get to figuring out how we end Punk and Mutiny once and for all?
You're right. Let's focus on the battle at hand. We can have a big karaoke party after Mutiny is defeated.
We're all agreed. Victory, then karaoke. So what's our next move?
I'm going to SmackDown to see who wants to join the party.
I don't know how you could possibly find another partner as good as me, but time's a waste.
welcome back. It feels like you haven't been around in forever. You have no idea how much you've been missed.
Aw, you noticed. How sweet. I don't suppose this enthusiastic greeting has anything to do with Survivor Series.
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the most dominant woman in the whole damn sport and everyone knows it. Obviously, the office's recruiter-in-chief would glom on the second I walk through the locker room door.
I wouldn't call it glomming, Rhea. While you were off on your break, you might have missed the fact that a WWE civil war has broken out.
Oh, I'm well aware. Everyone's looking over their shoulder. Nobody trusts anyone. There's a sense of paranoia in the air. It's intoxicating. I love the chaos.
People are saying that obviously you'd return and join Mutiny. Sounds like that might be true.
People are saying is one of the greatest cop-outs of the modern age. Is that what you're saying? That I'm gonna stab WWE in the back so I can go enjoy the freedom of being ordered around by CM Punk?
Okay, that doesn't sound like you. But it is pretty clear that you're taking a certain amount of joy standing on both sides of the line. You need to pick a team.
I don't need to do anything. Besides, I'm not the woman you give the ultimatum to. I'm the woman who gets what I want.
And that is?
Picking up right where I left off. Main events, championships, you get the idea.
I have a lot of pull with the GMs on both brands. You join our Survivor Series team. I think I can arrange all that for you.
Make that happen, and I'm on board. Just remember, we're on this ride to the end no matter how brutal things get.
It's a deal. I'll talk to the GMs and get you right back to the spot you were in before you went away. Then you announce you're joining our Survivor Series team to take down Mutiny.
I'm in. Go pull the necessary strings.
I never thought I'd say this.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Aldous. This is a transactional arrangement, and you still owe me what I want.
So I guess this isn't a done deal yet? I thought you were locked in. I'll need to speak to our team captain.
Is there an issue here? I don't want to join a side that doesn't have their act together.
Everything is fine.
Unless you count getting manipulated.
The seeds
Poor
of...
wedding.
I heard, look, why make...
It's not...
Rhea Ripley has the opportunity to pick up right where she left off in the championship picture if she wins this triple threat match.
Well, that if is carrying a lot of weight, Cole. Lyra Valkyria and Nia Jax are no pushovers, and they're not going to roll over for the returning hero.
I wouldn't bet against Rhea tonight, Corey. Just take a look at those eyes. She intends to make a statement to WWE and Mutiny tonight. Ouch.
She could be setting up for a submission here.
Oh, tight hold, but it's still broken up.
Cobra clutches in. Cobra clutches in.
Now a backbreaker.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being toss like that.
Here she goes, sliding back into the ring.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career. And this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Vicious stomp to the back and locking in a modified kick. The pain's too great. That's it.
Here is your winner, Rhea.
Rhea, I thought that was
I can
It's fine.
ask
First,
if you
either
whatever.
The history between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley goes all the way back to NXT, and it's not pretty.
These women are like oil and water. They can't exist in the same place, and Liv is looking to send Rhea right back where she came.
Oh, no. She could be caught here. Bad situation for her.
Liv Morgan. Title change. We have a title change.
Well, look.
You're
right.
You know
and you've gone against. You're
That's
damn if there's one.
All right.
Rhea Ripley is attempting to win her second major WWE Championship in less than a week.
Well, I know the GMs want Rhea on WWE's Survivor Series team, but handing... Oh, now she's looking to apply the pressure with this submission maneuver. Abduct. We got a new champion. Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, and the new...
Congratulations.
I've got to make a quick decision. I don't even.
I got a bad feeling about this. If Rhea wins the NXT Women's Championship from Io, she will hold all the cards rolling into the Survivor. Oh, get ready. She knows exactly what she's doing with this submission hold.
In less than a week, Rhea Ripley has returned to WWE and won all 3 of the Women's Championships.
A historic accomplishment, Cole.
But what is Ripley doing now?
Incoming!
That almost took the referee's head off.
Let's go!
Wait a second. She's not thinking.
I think she is, Saxton.
Rhea Ripley's going to throw the WWE Championships in the trash.
Or the NXT Women's title.
We're about to find out which side she's on. Io just lost her title, and now it might end up in the trash.
What is Rhea Ripley going to do?
No, Rhea Ripley has joined Mutiny.
Mutiny just scored a huge victory in the war against WWE.
Io looks overjoyed for someone who just lost.
And the odds in Survivor Series have radically shifted in Mutiny's favor.
Thanks for meeting us here, Bianca. We thought we had a sure thing with Rhea.
You're doing us a huge favor by offering to step in and join Team WWE for Survivor Series.
Wins and losses are just business. But what Rhea did, throwing my championship in the trash,
The disrespect is unbelievable.
and turns out Rhea didn't care about Mutiny either.
I know. I just read on social media that she gave the NXT Women's Championship back to Punk and Io, vacated the other two, and then took off again.
Why'd she even bother coming back? And what was the point?
All Rhea cares about is chaos, while the main thing on my mind is figuring out what we do to take...
You both have made some big statements.
I'm in.
I'd love to get some championship gold back.
No. I think we're...
My lips are...
Have you two come for a friendly chat, or is this some sort of an ambush?
We came to inform you that we are about to become the newest unit.
You two?
No warm-ups. With CM Punk gaining power, we just can't stand by. I hate the thought of him at the top. We're here to strip him of control, and we'll start by taking those titles before Survivor Series.
Fair enough. I should warn you, though, Punk is not eager to hand out Unity title shots, especially to a team from WWE.
We figured. What's it going to take?
The word is that the only way for a team from our side to earn a shot at the Unity Championships is in a 4-way tornado tag match at NXT Mutiny. If you want those titles before Survivor Series, you'll have to run through their best teams.
Typical Punk try to wear us down. Seems he forgot us Scots are made of sterner stuff. We'll be ready for anything he throws our way.
Okay. If you want me to make arrangements, I will. But you'll be walking into the lion's den.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Set it up.
Normally in a tornado match, there are no alliances. It's all chaos.
And he goes for the pin. Making the save there.
Launching the arm.
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. Looks to break the hold now, thanks to that timely interference. Oh, straight forearm. Oh, no. There could be trouble working for him with this submission maneuver. The degree of difficulty for something like that.
It's over. She just couldn't fight it any longer.
Did you see those social media posts? They're trying to sound tough, but
That's exactly why.
You think Punk's gonna put up...
Punk's got his games, but they're nothing new.
Don't start doubting us now.
Never. I've seen, but we've all been on the receiving...
Think there was something more to them saying there were...
Maybe.
Those Unity...
It looks like the rumors are true. Mutiny is planning an attack.
But they didn't plan for this.
Tony D'Angelo surely expected to at least make it into the arena before the fighting started.
With a guy like this patrolling the arena, D'Angelo's lucky he made it into the building.
He's going to be lucky to make it out of the building, Saxton.
And the hatred between these superstars can't be contained. Someone is seriously going to get hurt here.
And driven down. Oh, my goodness.
Boom.
Ooh. Cuts the attack off. Ooh. Oh, that got turned around on D'Angelo.
And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes. A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Listen to the impact. Oof, ruthless striking. Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
Please, stay down. This match is about more than just the Unity titles. It's about gaining momentum heading into the biggest showdown for control of WWE.
Absolutely, Saxton. A win here could demoralize the opposition and give... One of these teams, they have a massive boost heading into Survivor Series.
Both teams know what's at stake and look to walk out of here with the Unity titles and so much more. Oh, the elbow. Strong kick.
attempting to neutralize that arm.
Tony D'Angelo? After what happened backstage, I don't think he's making it out here.
Well, Punk expected reinforcements, but the Unity champions are on their own tonight. Taking the easy way.
Well timed and well placed by the champion. It'll be tough to put weight on that leg now. Tags into the match.
Oh, gets out of that by using a jawbreaker.
She whips Bayley into the corner.
And a massive clothesline. Bayley is down. We've seen this before.
A massive whirlwind splash.
And King can't do anything about it.
This will do it.
Chad Patton has stopped counting.
Maybe he forgot what number comes next.
Looks like they're going to remind him.
Wait, Bayley with the roll-up. It's over.
Chad Patton knew how to count that time.
That was a fast count. What the heck is going on here?
Chad Patton is running away with Mutiny before anyone else can argue.
This is a new low. Mutiny has infiltrated the referees.
Are we really surprised at this point when it comes to what Mutiny will do?
Hold on, it looks like Lexis King got left behind.
Yeah, and he's just realizing that right now.
Doesn't look like Lexis King's going anywhere.
Are these four superstars our team for Survivor Series? We may have lost this one, but now Lexis King is going to pay. And the other members of Mutiny are letting it happen.
No honor among thieves.
This could be a preview of Survivor Series.
This doesn't look good for King.
No, it does not.
And down onto the ringside floor.
What a chaotic SmackDown. A longtime WWE official has joined Mutiny.
But Team WWE answered with 4 unstoppable superstars. Survivor Series can't come soon enough.
A crooked referee? Ugh, just when we thought Punk couldn't stoop any lower.
I can't believe I didn't see it coming. I hate being a step behind him. At least we laid out Lexus.
Which Punk is using as an excuse to step in at Survivor Series. Feels like a setup, another one of his ploys. Let's make sure we're ready.
Well, we could start by telling the GMs to make the match no DQ.
But I like that.
Well, we've got one episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series. Let's go out to the ring and deliver a message to Mutiny that they can't ignore.
And even though the entire team will be out there, let's make sure Punk knows the message is coming from the two of us.
Then we should lean into our personalities, use what we do best.
Let's show Punk he's not the only one who can craft a clever scheme. Some mind games never hurt. At least, not the one who's playing them.
I like that. I mean, if we could push a wedge between Punk and KO or Bayley, that could really help us.
You remember all those interviews WWE posted after Damage Control broke up?
I do. And if someone was to get their hands on those and do some creative editing...
Mutiny will be too busy questioning each other to focus on us.
This is going to be fun.